And now we will talk about the structural changes in urban cooperative banks. So now RBI changes the share capital and the securities norm for urban cooperative banks. I think when I started this our platform, I have told you many a times, those who are my old students, they must be knowing that very soon in 2 to 3 years, RBI is going to shift or going to dedicate a separate entity or going to dedicate a separate portion of RBI for the effective management of our cooperative banks, especially urban cooperative banks, because they are being neglected, but many public deposits are with urban cooperative banks. So government has to take, or RBI has to take a concrete step to effectively manage them. So in that way, there are many amendments came into effect in RBI, in Banking Regulation Act. Also, time to time, RBI is giving revised guidelines on UCBs, and that piece of my forecast is almost now seems to be correct. So what are the changes? Changes are in preference shares, and we have 5 questions line up on preference shares for all of you today. The UCBs, as per the guidelines, will be permitted to raise tier 1 and tier 2 capital, issuing perpetual non-cumulative preference shares, cumulative preference shares, redeemable non-cumulative preferential shares, redeemable cumulative preferential shares. So when it comes to preferential shares, they can always be perpetual, cumulative, or redeemable. Okay, so debt instruments, they can also issue debt instruments like PDIs, perpetual debt instruments. Perpetual means never ending. Those who the instruments, those who don't carry any concrete maturity date. But still in India, SEBI has a guideline of capping the maturity date of all perpetual debt instruments to, just a second. Hello, hello. Oh, let me check. Okay, so sorry for the disconnect, the connection delay. Am I clearly audible to all of you? Okay, thank you. Thank you for your confirmation. Thank you. Thank you. So yes, I was discussing. Yes, now we are back. Thank you for our backend for working rigorously to make us live, to make us back. So thanking you, the backend, for making Knowledgist happen. So yes, I was talking about the debt instruments, perpetual debt instruments. In preferential shares, now ECBs are allowed to issue the 4 types of preferential shares. Apart from that, they are also now eligible to issue debt instruments in the form of a PDI, perpetual debt instrument. And one thing I was talking about perpetual debt instrument in India especially is that they are now capped at 100 years maturity. They cannot be more than 100 years. So that also make them infinity, right? Okay. So these are the changes. And now RBI unveils the harmonized framework for microfinance lenders. So that is going to boost all the uh, what do you say, all the banks to lend in the microfinance segment. Okay, so I don't know why people are still messaging me, calling me. I don't know. Is it still? Are we still live? Is there any issue? I will tell the backend to please reshare the link. Please reshare the link. Today we are live in multiple platforms. I think our backend has some issue on that. Yes, no issue to you, but I don't know why it is still there are issues. Just a second. Today, for the first time, we are live on various platforms. So that may be the reason why. Okay. Are you live on, are we all live on same stream? Okay. So yes, now the in MFI sector, in microfinance sector, anyone who will give loans to to the families or to the households who are having total household income of below 3 lakhs, and the loan will be issued without collateral, then it is going to be treated a loan as a loan under microfinance sector. Get it? Got it? It will be treated as a microfinance loan, subject to maximum 50% of FOIR, fixed obligation to income ratio. Got it? Fixed obligation to income ratio. Clear? Okay. Okay, sorry, YouTube पर रुक गया था streaming. Okay, no issue. Now we are live. Oh, we are uninterrupted in other platforms, so no issue. So yes, for microfinance, it may be a jolt. Microfinance may face the heat or may face the tight competition from banks, but it is a good news as far as banks are concerned, because now anyone or any lending, irrespective of the lending type, the form or the disbursement type, it is going to be treated as a loan in microfinance sector, subject to 50% cap in the FOIR, fixed obligation to income ratio, and that is both in the proposed EMI and the existing EMI, and the household income must not exceed 3 lakhs, and that loan must be a collateral free loan. Got it? So there are some general guidelines or loan card that is to be given to the customer. ये loan card कुछ नहीं है, ये microfinance का loan है. So that's why you have to give a detailed loan card to the customer, and that loan card should have all the details in local language. Okay. So that is it. And other highlights: responsibilities of outsourced activities in case any outsourced to be done. So outsourcing of any activity by the RE doesn't diminish its obligation, and the onus of compliance with these directions shall be solely with the RE. RE means regulated entities. And under the earlier qualifying asset criteria 1, a non-banking financial company or microfinance institution is required to have minimum 85% of its net asset as qualifying asset. Clear? Clear? Let me take it to the big screen. And the net owned fund requirements of the microfinance institutions is minimum 5 crore, 2 crore for Northeast region. By March 31st, 2025, it has to be changed to 7 crore and 5 crore for NE regions, Northeastern regions. And by March 31st, it is to be changed to 10 crore. Got it? Got it? So yes. And now RBI releases the framework for geotagging of payment system at touch points. At any touch point where you are making the online payments, there the geotagging must be done, because this will enhance the security norms. Okay, there is nothing on that. Geotagging, I think you all of you know, where the payment is being made can be tracked. Okay, so this is more about geotagging. Once you get the full PDF, you will find it out. Yes, here is the first question on your screens. Without wasting our time, let's answer these questions. These are first 7 to 8 questions are from the circulars. Then questions will come from this month's concepts, like we have discussed about export finance, pre-shipment, post-shipment. Best questions from this segment will also be asked. Preference shares, priority sector lending questions will be there, and today we have 30 question lineup. I will not waste your time. Let's start with it. The RBI has exempted the UCBs from which of the below norms? Investments in non-SLR securities by primary cooperative banks, and it is to be limited. Option number A, it is to be limited to 10% of banks' total deposits as on March 31st of the previous year. Let me take it to the big screen. Yes. So investment in unlisted securities should not exceed 10% of the total non-SLR investments at the time. C, investment in CRR by primary cooperative bank is to be limited to 10% of the bank's total deposit as on March 31st of the previous year. So can you tell me which one of them is correct? Only A, only B, A and B, all A, B, C. Which one of them is correct? You need to recall what we discussed today. Please answer them. We are getting various answers. So can I tell my backend to stream all the comments being made by our students live so that we'll find out who is giving what answer today? Yes. Both A and B. We discussed 2 points, 2 exemptions. So both A and B are the exemptions that are being issued by RBI to UCBs. Clear? Now RBI has extended the interest equalization scheme for pre and post shipment rupee export credit up to which time period? 31st March 2024, 31st March 2024. I think option number 1 or 2 are same. It's a error from our backend. So don't mind, you can answer either A or B. Then option number C, March 31st, 2023, April 30, 2024. So B, C, D, May. First one is May, not March. First one is May, March, then March 31st, 2023, April 30, 2024. Can I have answers? We have just discussed about it. Yes, your answers, please. Yes, it is 31st March 2024. Okay. Yes. Now, what is the rate of interest equalization for MSME with effect from 2nd November 2018? I told you that only in the 2018, the equalization rate has changed for MSMEs. So what is that percentage? 3, 7, 2 or 5? I need your answers, please. I need your answers. Shekhar Chaudhary, you are right. Pani Bikram, you are not right. You are saying 3%. 3% is for all other like manufacturing industry. But for MSMEs, it is 5%. D is the right answer. Okay, we discussed about it. D is right answer. Yes, Exim Bank has extended how much amount line of credit to Goena? If you recall it, nowadays they are asking number-based questions. So just have a look and tell me. And it could be important for RRB exam. These number-based questions could be important for RRB Scale 2 and Scale 3 aspirants, not for promotion exam. I don't find this question to be asked for promotion exam aspirants. I will tell you which question for whom. But now after 5 or 6 MCQs, you will get tough questions for both promotion exam and RRB exam. Yes, many of you are answering C. You are right. So yes, for Sri Lanka, what is the, I will not talk in detail. For Sri Lanka, what is the limit? I have a lot more to cover today, right? As they say, we have bigger fish to fry. So similarly, we have bigger questions to attend. We have tough questions to attend. I will not play with your time by asking you googly, and it is 500 million we just discussed. So yes, as per the latest RBI guidelines, okay, the UCBs will be allowed to issue PDIs. So there are so many things they are talking in the MCQs, but at the end they are asking one silly question: what is P stands in PDI? So that's how nowadays questions are being made. You will be reading all 2, 3 long sentences, and finally you will find they will be asking you an abbreviation. So that is about PDI and what P talks about in PDI. I talk about PDI, I have discussed about PDI. So I will tell you when they talk about tier 1, tier 2 capital, nowadays they ask the instruments that are eligible to be added in tier 1 and tier 2 capital. And all that you will get to learn from our extensive vessel class inside application. Okay. So don't forget to go through that. Yes, it is perpetual. We don't have time to waste on that. It's perpetual debt instrument, right? Yes, a microfinance borrower is identified by annual household income not exceeding rupees dash for rural, urban, and semi-urban areas. Same criteria shall be extended to all regulated entities for the purpose of common definition. RE means regulated entities. RBI is the regulator, and all the NBFCs, MFIs, banks, UCBs, all that are being regulated by RBI are called regulated entities. If you are a true banker, then you have to be thorough with all the abbreviations that come in your day-to-day study pattern. Okay, and I want all my students to look like perfect bankers. Yes. Yes, 3 lakhs, no time to waste on that. It is 3 lakhs we discussed, and it should be collateral free. Yes, now it's the tough questions on your screens. I want on your undivided attention to the question. I will take it to the big screen so that you will not worry about the font size, etc. Incremental export credit other than agriculture credit and MSME credit over corresponding date to the preceding year up to dash percentage of ANBC and CEOBE, whichever is higher, subject to a sanctioned limit up to rupees dash per borrower, will be allowed to be classified as priority sector lending. Here ANBC means adjusted net bank credit, and CEOBE means credit equivalent to off balance sheet exposure, that is nothing but bank's contingent liability. So what is the percentage? What is the incremental percentage that is going to be treated as the export credit for PSL categorization? 2% 40 crore, 2% 50 crore, 4% 50 crore, 4% 40 crore. I need your answers. I need your answers. I need your answers. बहुत क्वेश्चन लंबा है, बट अगर आपने पढ़ा है हमारा PSL क्लास अच्छे से तो आपको पता है कि जो एक्सपोर्ट क्रेडिट है, एक्सपोर्ट जो सेक्टर है वो PSL में कैटेगराइज होता है. तो एक्सपोर्ट क्रेडिट कितना अमाउंट तक अगर बैंक देता है उसको आप PSL में मानेंगे. ऐसा नहीं कि जितना भी दे दिया उसको PSL में हम मानेंगे, ऐसा नहीं है. इंक्रीमेंटल क्रेडिट होना चाहिए. लास्ट ईयर अगर आपने 100 करोड़ दिया है, अगर इस बार आपने 102 करोड़ दिया है, तो जो इंक्रीमेंटल 2 करोड़ है उसको हम PSL में कैटेगराइजेशन करेंगे. तो क्वेश्चन ये है कि 2% है वो या 4% है, 40 करोड़ है या फिर 50 करोड़ है. तो क्वेश्चन यही पूछ रहा है. आई वांट ऑल योर आंसर्स. I want all your answers. And yes, you are watching this video on Knowledgist, India's only dedicated platform for banking lateral entry. So yes, you are people are saying C, then I will go with all of you, but not C, it's A, 2% and 40 crore. It's 2%, 40 crore. Okay, not C, it is 2%, 40 crore. मैंने पहले भी 102 का एग्जाम्पल जब दिया था तब बता लिया, हिंट्स दे दिया था आपको. यस, इट इज 2% and 40 crore, right? So for foreign banks with less than 20 branches, export credit other than agri and MSME up to dash percentage, whichever is higher, will be allowed to be classified as PSL. 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs. Foreign bank less than 20 branches. Yes, less than 20 branches. Yes, it is 20 lakhs. It is 20 lakhs. 20 branches, less than 20 branches, 20 lakhs. Easy to remember. Let's go to the next question. For foreign banks with less than 20 branches, export credit, I think the same question came again. No, it's different question. For foreign banks with less than 20 branches, export credit up to dash percentage of ANBC and COBE, whichever is higher, will be allowed to be classified as PSL. Sorry, same question, but it is 32 lakhs. 32 lakhs. Okay, same question, but options are marked wrongly. It is 32 lakhs. Neha is right. You are right. Okay, so the next question was right. 32 lakhs. Export finance is regulated through the directives by RBI or by DGFT or by FEDI or all of the above. Which of the following is right answer? Export finance is regulated through the directives issued by whom? RBI, DGFT, FEDI. DGFT for FEDI का फुल फॉर्म बता दीजिए. बहुत इजी है, सिली क्वेश्चन, ये पीओ वालों को आता है ये क्वेश्चन. These are very silly questions. We at Knowledgist don't discuss silly things, silly questions, because we have done a lot of rigorous classes in these days. We have improved the level of ourselves through the internal classes, and as we have decided that more of the classes will be in our 95% plus classes will be internal, because there are maximum students are now in our internal batches. More than 5,000 students are currently pursuing their dedicated course, so we are now giving all our time 9 to 11 o'clock at night for these classes. Yes, Directorate General of Foreign Trade. Yes. Okay, so it is all of the above. It is nothing but all of the above. Okay, it is all of the above. FEDI, RBI, all that. DGFT, all the combined regulations will work here. The period for which the bank gives packing credit depends on manufacturing or trade cycle or specific requirements of the individual export. Normally, that doesn't exceed how many days? 90 days, 180 days, 270 days, 360 days. If you have never seen such questions being discussed in various other networks, then probably you were watching the wrong channel for the right exam. So that's why we discuss the right questions for right exam. We know that nowadays the level of questions are being tough. They are asking the real question. They are testing your real knowledge. Not that silly question when RBI is established, etc. When the nationalization has taken place. These are history-based questions. They are not for real bankers. Real bankers face the real heat of banking in the exam paper too. You have to go deep into the circulars that is issued by RBI, issued by your own bank, and you will find overlapping concepts in your bank and in RBI circular up to 90%. 10% are changes made in the approval level, but rest things, facts, all of them remain same. So that's why I want all my students to go through all the RBI circulars. Now the month of April has come. You will find questions being you will be finding master circulars being issued by RBI that will almost revise the things that RBI has discussed earlier. So there is nothing which RBI don't discuss and it is being asked in your exam. So almost 90% or 95% of the same is being discussed through RBI or by RBI in your internal circulars, also through your internal circulars, right? But you don't find the real question. So this is a real question, and it is nothing but 180 days. It is nothing but the 180 days. No, not 270 days. It is 180 days. But next question you say me. In the case of exporters, in case the exporter is in a position to ship the goods within the maximum period of 180 days, extension of packing credit may be permitted up to how many days? Exporter ने 180 दिन के अंदर, ठीक है, रेडी कर दिया गुड्स शिपमेंट के लिए, तो जो पैकिंग क्रेडिट है वो कितने दिन के लिए, कितने दिन का एक्सटेंशन आपको पैकिंग क्रेडिट में मिलेगा? 90 डेज, 180 डेज, 270 डेज, 360 डेज. मैंने बोला था आई विल बी आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस बिटवीन द लाइंस. ये कहीं पे डिस्कस नहीं हुआ था. वहां पे इंटरेस्ट इक्वलाइजेशन ऑफ एक्सपोर्ट क्रेडिट प्री शिपमेंट पोस्ट शिपमेंट डिस्कस हुआ था आरबीआई सर्कुलर में, बट वहां से एक क्वेश्चन आपको आएगा 3%, 5% हुआ है, एंड दैट इज वो कहां पे हुआ है? 2018 में हुआ है. So many people complain, sir, you teach RBI circular with such a passion, but they don't ask direct questions. But remember, they always ask questions indirectly, but we fail to interpret them. So now that's why we are increasing our purview of question making. Yes, it is 360 days. It can be extended up to 360 days. Clear? It is 360 days. Yes. Next question, big one. I want all of you to look into it. It's a big question. I will take it to the screens. Right? On receipt of credit advice or statement of nostro account, the bank shall transfer funds to the credit of exporter's account within how many days? 2 working days, 3 working days. If the stipulated time limit is not observed, banks shall pay the compensation for the delayed period at the minimum interest rate charged on dash rate as advised by RBI time to time. So 2 working days is same for the first option. So it is within 2 working days, that is for sure. But the second one keeps changing. First one says repo, second one says export credit rate, third one says bank rate, and the fourth one says MCLR rate. And here you can do an eliminate thing. I have always said that if you are a true banker and reading in true sense, then you can eliminate many things. So here if you find that MCLR is no longer an acceptable rate or acceptable benchmark rate for banks in India. So that's why we are not going to discuss MCLR today. So option D stands eliminated with this piece of information. Am I right? So now you have only 3 questions, 3 options to answer from, that is A, B or C. Is it repo rate or export credit rate or bank rate? And you know that many times like bill discounting rates are based on the rate of bank rate. So it could be an option 2. The CRR, the penalty of CRR, etc. are paid in the incremental rate, in the repo rate, 5% plus repo rate, 3% for first day and second day, 5% plus repo rate. So it could be another one. And I don't discuss about B, that you could use your mind. Okay, please answer it. But A or C are likely answers, but they are not in this point. The right answer is 2 working days and export credit rate. Okay. So what is the headquarter of Exim Bank? Yet again, we are back to a googly. We discussed it. It's a very easy question for all our students. Yes. I need your answers. Will not waste your time. It's Mumbai. I know you know, so I will not waste your time. Exim Bank is wholly owned by RBI, DGFT, GOI, MOF, Ministry of Finance. Exim Bank is wholly owned by RBI, DGFT, GOI, Ministry of Finance. A lot of glitch today, but we are back to the show once again. For the first time, we are today live we are testing our software to go live in Facebook, LinkedIn, and in YouTube as usual. So let's see how it has unfolded today. So yes, Exim Bank is wholly owned by nothing but GOI. I have discussed it. So which of the following, Government of India, which of the following is true about preference shares? I discussed that I will ask all the questions that could be made, that could be asked from preference shares. So which among the following is right about preference shares? They have no voting rights, fixed rate of dividend, they give you a fixed rate of dividend, low risk than equity share, or all of the above. I need your answers. Let's see who are the first to answer them. Darshan Kaur is saying D, Rajsekhar D, all of the above. Oh, great. There's a lot of people who are answering. It's D, so I will go with the majority. Being a democratic country, we'll go with The majority, it's D. Okay. So a company can issue redeemable preference shares, irredeemable preference shares that can never be redeemed, deferred shares, or all of the above. As a company, you can issue redeemable preference shares, irredeemable preference shares, deferred shares, or all of the above. What you can issue? Yes, again, all of the above. Few are saying all of the above. Saying someone is saying A. Gaurav Kumar is saying A. I'm happy about Gaurav, but I'm not happy about majority. Sometimes majority is not right. Yes, Sandeep, again, you are right. Abhijit is right. It is A. Option number A is the right answer. Very good. That's good going. That's in the true sense you have kept our brand name alive. I love the way my students are progressing day by day. Debentures may be redeemed out of capital, profit, conversion into shares, or by all of the above means, it can be redeemed. Debentures are nothing but the debt instruments. The debts of a company are called debentures. Okay. It's different than shares. When you buy a share, you own a piece of that company. But when you buy a debenture, you essentially give a loan to that company. Okay, you are a creditor, whereas in a share, you are an owner, right? These are the basic differences. These are the basic differences. ये आरआरबी जीबीओ का भी क्लास है, प्राइम का भी है, प्रमोशन आईडीबीआई का प्रमोशन में भी बहुत लोग हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, आरबीआई ग्रेड बी के मेरे एस्पिरेंट्स भी जो हैं सबके लिए है, ये क्वेश्चन यहीं से आता है, ठीक है. एंड आई डोंट डिस्कस ए सिंगल पीस ऑफ एमसीक्यू व्हिच इज नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर योर एग्जाम. वी एलिमिनेट, वी डिलीट सो मेनी क्वेश्चंस एवरी डे. So we discuss things that are essential, and nowadays they are asking questions deep inside the banking professional knowledge and from current banking issues. And from current banking, they will pick a piece of information, but they will ask you a static question. So that's why the things have changed. It is no longer a traditional, these exams are no longer a traditional exam. If you will see, every single exam is different than the previous ones conducted by IBPS. So stay prepared. It is all of the above. It can be converted or redeemed to capital. It can be, because debentures, when you buy debentures, company gets capital. And it can be redeemed out of the profit. It can be converted into shares, convertible debentures. There are debentures who are convertible to the shares, or so by all the above means it can be converted. In India, it's a very good question. I love this. You should be knowing it. In India, the preference shares must be redeemed in a period of 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 100 years. These are the level of questions that are nowadays being asked, but you will find these questions are not being discussed anywhere else apart from your platform. And these are the sample questions of ours. We discuss every single day a lot of questions like this, concepts related to it inside our internal classes. So don't hesitate to join the best. If you don't find us best, then you are welcome to join the others, those who think that having more resources or more depth than us, you are welcome, because at the end it is all about your precious time which you are going to devote to us. Yeah. So yes, even if I would have been in your place, I would have joined only the best. If we are not capable of being the best, then we are not worthy of being valued for your time. So use your time judiciously. You are bankers. Don't read everything on the earth. You will not qualify any exam, because there are so many things they can lead to confusion. Yes, so it is 20 years. The answer is 20 years. Preferential shares can be, must be redeemed within a period of 20 years. And we are going to have a Companies Act class very soon for, not for promotion exam, for others will have the Companies Act class very soon. So it is somewhere in the section 62 or 63, 62A. I think they discuss about preference shares. So preference shares have a lifetime of 20 years in India. Yes, those preference shares which have the right to be converted into an equity share are called convertible preference shares, redeemable preference shares, perpetual preference shares, or cumulative preference shares. The preference shares that are converted into equity share after a predetermined period are called convertible preference shares, redeemable preference shares, perpetual preference shares, cumulative preference shares. We have internal class lined up at 9:30 p.m. We will conclude the session within the next 10 minutes. I want your undivided attention and answer to each of the questions we are discussing here. Yes, many of you are saying A, you have gone with or you have flown with the words converted, and again in option it is convertible. Then you are right. No harm in predicting the right answer if you don't know. So it is again convertible preference shares. Yes. The dividend on equity shares is only paid when the dividend on dash has already been paid. The dividend on preference shares has already been paid. Dividend or the interest on bonus is already paid, or the dividend on debentures is already paid, or the dividend in bonus shares is already paid. So the dividend on equity shares is only paid when dividend on dash has already been paid. Again, yes, very good. Vijay Vishnu, Namapurti CB is saying preference. Raj Sekhar saying A. Very good, very good. The way you people are improving is mind-boggling. Yes, it is again preference shares. No, the options has not changed here, so don't go away with the options. It is preference shares, right? Yes. So loans up to rupees dash to FPOs, farmer produce organization, is called FPOs, which have assured market links at predetermined rates, are classified as agriculture farm credit under priority sector lending. Rupees 5 crore, 10 crore, 20 crore, or none of the above. Loans up to rupees dash to the FPOs, which have assured market links at predetermined rates, are classified as agriculture farm credit under PSL. So the limit is 5, 10, 20. Your answers, please. This is nothing but 5 crore. Answer is 5 crores for farmer produce organization, FPOs. Okay. Loans for agriculture infrastructure subject to an aggregate sanction limit of rupees dash crore per borrower from the banking system will be classified as PSL. 10 crore, 25 crore, 50 crore, 100 crore. Our backend team, our bankers team, backend and bankers team are also motivating you on the chat. So also restore or also refer to their answers. Yes. Yes. So yes, most of you are right. 100 crore rupees, 100 crore. We have discussed most of them are in PSL session, but still there are new questions today. I think we have discussed one or two questions from this in PSL, but I have made some new questions for you. Loans up to dash to cooperative societies of farmers for purchase of the produce of members are classified as agriculture ancillary services under PSL 510 2025. Be quick. We got answers. We are receiving answers. 50 is not 50. Yes. The right answer is 5 crore. The right answer here is 5 crore. Loans up to dash to startups as per the definition of Ministry of Commerce and Industries, Government of India, that are engaged in agriculture and allied services are eligible under PSL under the agriculture ancillary services. And what is the limit? 10 crore, 20 crore, 25, 50. I need your answers. I need your answers. Yes, it is 50 crore. It is again 50 crore. Loans up to individuals solely engaged in allied activities without any accompanying land holding criteria are eligible for classification as loans to small and marginal farmers under PSL. 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh or 5 lakh. Loans up to how much? Your answers, please. The last question to come. This is the penultimate question we are discussing. So this is nothing but 2 lakhs, as you all know. As per PSL, bank credit to registered NBFCs towards on lending. It's a new concept from last 3-4 years getting momentum. So term lending component under agriculture will be allowed up to rupees dash for borrower, rupees 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs, rupees 50 lakhs. I know most of you will answer it. As decided before 9:30 we'll end up this session, we will end it up because your internal sessions are lined up respectively for RRB scale 2, RRB prime batch, for combo, also for promotional exam is scheduled at 9:30 and to take place in the right time. So yes, this is nothing but rupees 10 lakh. So with this, we come to an end of a very informative session for our students and for the exam point of view of April 9 for the IDBINs, and then for RRB people and BOB and RBI grade B aspirants. I want all of you to give your feedback to the session. For the first time, we were live in other social media platforms so that you don't miss an uninterrupted, so that you don't miss any session of Knowledgist, be it in Facebook, LinkedIn, or Telegram. Because in LinkedIn, we are almost 16,000 bankers joined us in LinkedIn. Facebook, we are still growing, but in LinkedIn, we are at a good spot. So we want to also increase our footprint in such social media platforms. So thanking you once again for your unconditional love and support. You can give your feedback to the session, what we can do best for the interest of our students. And we are now making more and more contents, more and more classes for internal sessions. So that's why we will have live sessions only in weekends. And in our main channel of Knowledgist, we are planning to have only dedicated full session of 2 to 3 per week, and we will not crowded our sessions in YouTube, in our main YouTube channel. So we have launched some additional YouTube channels so that like morning banking news, etc., will be released in such channels. Time to time, we are sharing the links with you. So also stay subscribed to the new channel links that are being given to you. Also, thanking you for all your kind support, love, and your time. Great session, good session. All of you saying thank you, thank you. You people are loving us, supporting us from the time. So within 1 year, we have within one last financial year, we have we got a very phenomenal journey with all the results. Almost from last financial year to this financial year, we have made 3,600 plus dreams possible with the help of your efforts. So thanking you once again, thanking you for your love, support, and time. In case you are new to the platform, please share it with your friends because many people still don't know it, and we are functioning in a very confined area, confined arena. So very less number of people are there in this niche. Professional bankers are only our target audience. So make us reach with all the professional bankers. Almost the best bankers of this country are with us. We want rest of them to join us soon. So